Namaste, everyone. In this video, I want to share a little bit about my experience here yesterday. I'm up in the southern or eastern Himalayas right now, and I had a beautiful experience yesterday, a wonderful healing and a reminder. We are up here in the Himalayas on the Indian side, and it's a beautiful, very powerful, majestic, spiritual mountain, as you all are aware of. So, all I can offer here for you is my experience that I had yesterday. It so happened that we were now guided to go on a sightseeing. And the tour guide that we're actually with, he hired somebody, and this one body was wonderful man, a practice of the Tibetan Buddhism called the Tibetan Buddhism, or it's sometimes also called Bon. Now, I've had a 4-year training with a beautiful teacher. Her name is Dr. Raven, and worked with her. And I found out later after the training, about 4 years ago, when I picked up a Tibetan Buddhist text, that she'd been teaching us a lot about the elementals, earth, water, fire, and space. And I use that in all of my healings as well. Plus, of course, I have incorporated my own flavor, as we do as teachers, as yogis, as practitioners. So today I wanted to share for you guys that are on YouTube or Vimeo. I'm going to share pictures here. But for you guys on Instagram, I can maybe add the pictures in a post a little bit later. But what we're going to talk about today is how this realized master, only about 12, 1,000 years ago, it's not that long if you think about, humanity, how he knew that this time was going to come where the people would have lost their remembrance that there are divine beings having a human experience, where the younger population would have more trouble with focus, okay, the phones, hence that. So they can both, like anything, be a beautiful gift if you use it in the right way, but also it can be, a challenge as well if you don't know how to control yourself. Obviously, I don't have to say that. I'm just such a mother at sometimes. But anyways, so what I will do today, I will teach you the chant that Padmasambave gave to humanity at this time and age, where this time and age would be, so that we can instantly start to clear what it is that we couldn't hold. Okay, so we're going to hold on, I'm just fixing something here, and I'm not good at doing two things at the same time. Okay, here we go. All right. So anyway, so I'm going to talk to you a little bit about this, my experience, and I will then break down this powerful chant that Padmasambave honored humanity at this time. Om, Ah, Hung, VAJRA, Guru, Siddhi, Hung. Okay, so we're going to practice this together as well. And it's Om Ahang VAJRA Guru Padma Siddhi Hang. Om Ahang VAJRA Guru Padma Siddhi Hang. Okay, so background, I've been practicing this. I learned more about it by beautiful Peter Mount Chasta, who is a wonderful teacher. He was teaching, he was a student of Pearl, who was a student of the I Am Foundation, okay, and Saint Germain. So Peter Mount Chasta has written several books. He also teaches the Violet Tara, which is the Saint Germain version, so to say, of the I Am practices, where we learn now to become one with the chant itself, so that it will activate our crystalline 5D and 6D DNA structure that already lays within us. So this is the way that 12,000 years ago they gave us a practice that we can use now, but with the knowledge of the 5D crystalline solar bodies that are being ignited now, even if you don't have a practice, since the whole world are changing, since the humanity is changing, this chant too, as I chanted myself quite a bit, and especially after I went to see this beautiful monastery of Padmasambave yesterday, the chant was just running all by itself all through the night, the whole day. Anyway, so let me talk to you a little bit about this Buddhist practice. First of all, the VAJRA mantra that I will teach you today is about going back into your own heart. And as I reflect back on my at least last 3 years of teaching Reiki and courses and shamanism myself, I'm always getting this message of going into your sacred heart mind. Heart, mind, not mind, heart, mind. Okay? So this practice, the VAJRA mantra, will teach you that. So as you listen to this transmission, because now they're all coming in, so be aware. If you're driving, just focus. When we chant this chant, when we meditate, I'd like you to focus on your heart flame, your sacred heart inside of you, that point that connects you into the web of all that is, so that you can remember your own divinity, remember your God spark self. Okay, this is what it's all about, realizing yourself. And you know, it is Tibetan Buddhism, and Bud in Buddha is the part of you that remembers. It can be just for a moment. We have a wonderful experience looking at these majestic mountains that I'm sitting here looking at, the Himalayas. Bud is just that moment when you realize that you are this divine being, your God self, when you perceive yourself in full directly, the Bud, okay, from Buddhism. So there were many ascended masters like Jesus and Buddha, and there's that teaches us that you can wake up now in this moment and stay awake in this infinite now if you choose. And also, it's very separate from sometimes religions. I'm not very religious at all, but I'm very spiritual. But religion sometimes asks you to pray out there. These practices allows you to empower yourself by going within into your own heart. Okay? So it is not a religion, it is the way and a practice that will lead you to that recognition when you are a Buddha, when you're realizing yourself as the divine, that you know what's happening. So you're not like freaking out, which I've done a couple of times, but the more you do it, the longer you can stay in it. And eventually you're living as the realized Buddha, God self that you are. Okay. You can wake yourself up now. And if you look at the younger population coming in now, they are woke already. They are coming in with a different nervous system. Their crystalline DNA is already activated. And if you're listening to this at this time, for this long so far, we're not even getting started, you are too awakening. Okay, so you are in the fifth and the sixth dimensional self, starting to notice these incredible synchronicities. Like I was supposed to meditate with a tree. I was taken to incredible trees that are ancient beings here. Very powerful, got an incredible download. Then I got a healing from a lady that was here. She's like a little wizard. She had to go back because she thought she forgot something. So she had to go back to catch the energy from the tree again, I believe. And guess what? You can believe in your own way. There's no excuses. You are that powerful. When you start to judge your own thoughts or your beliefs or your playfulness and your magic or your own beauty and your vibrancy, then you're giving away your power. Like that's not happening anymore. So believe in you, believe in you, believe in you. Don't feel like you're less. Start to take back who you are. We need you here on this earth. Okay. Okay, so it is not a religion, of course. It is a way that you can wake yourself up. You are doing the work to realize your divine cosmic self. Okay, what is it that takes you away from remembering that you are this divine cosmic self? When you are the light and bliss and truth, the way, what takes us away from that, yes, of course, is the mind, is the stuff, is the worry, is the taxes, is the votes, is everything of that, right? And it doesn't mean that you're not going to involve in that. Involve yourself with whatever you want, but do it from this wonderful state so you don't get caught up in the whole distraction. Okay, so anyway, Padmasambave was from India, and he took this Buddhist practice into southern Tibet, right here where I'm sitting right now. He was also a shaman. He was very aware of how to work with the netters, like in Egypt, the energies of earth, water, fire, air, and space. And as you see the Tibetan flags, all the flags are representing these elements, these actions. And our body is a result of these beautiful elemental devas that are giving themselves to us so that we can have a physical experience. Okay. At the age of 8, he was born alive. He knew who he was at the age of 8, and he was born into a lotus blossom. Okay, so just like Joshua or Jesus was born from a virgin. Okay, there are many of these people, beings in the world that are born in this way. It is a symbolic way. You understand? These stories are a way of practicing. It is a symbolic way of how to be. Okay. So Padmasambave, and Padmasambhave's name means born from the lotus blossom, about 1200 years ago, a year 800. He could tame evil spirits, and he was able to transmit enlightenment to others. Okay, he was also very known for seeing women as equal. Hallelujah! That was very new at that day and age. So he had 2 dakinis. Those were his consorts that continued to teach this powerful shamanistic Buddhism of Padmasambhava, which chant I will give to you today. They say can share this chant if you've been chanting it for 10,000 times, which is nothing if you chant it, all day long, and so on and so forth. People had forgotten who they are. That's what's happening now. We are, or some are, motivated by anger or greed, jealousy, and confusion. He could foresee that this would come. So the chant that I'm giving you today by Padmasambave, he created a condensed chant that holds about 3,000 plus Tibetan prayers in one prayer. So this is really powerful and potent chanting material. It is like a knife cutting through the illusion. And you can really, with this chant, or even knowing about this chant, choose where you want to put your energy, where you want to bring in your God self, your realized self. Remember that you're here to enjoy your body, the senses, but also remember that you are ginormous, powerful creator, co-creator. You are your God self creating this life and this reality. This is a blessing. It's beautiful here. No more, of the war, of the craziness. It is through you that you change and offer your realization for all of humanity in service of the planet, in service of humanity, our universe, our galaxy and multiverse. Therefore, call in all your divine ones. So let's do that now. Call in all of your divine teams, your guides, teachers, angels, masters, ascended masters, Padmasambave, all the Dakinis. Let's call in Mount Shasta and all of the Buddhists, all of the bodhisattvas in the world to hold us now. All of our angels, our 18 new galactic archangels, the 42 archangels that are with me in this beautiful pilgrimage. I'm calling them all in. I'm calling in my subconscious, my consciousness, and my higher self, my supraconscious, to make this transmission real in my experience, just like it is real now. If you accept, you are the one. I can only give you this information. You take it and say, I am that too. I am that too. You just copy and paste into yourself. Become the chant, become the plasma, crystalline, beautiful diamond white fire being that you are in this very now. Okay? So when the peoples were motivated by war, anger, jealousy, confusion, and trouble with focusing, this is when this chant was meant to be, and it is beginning now, at this infinite now. This mantra is the condensed mantra of over 3,000 Tibetan Buddhist mantras. Okay? When we do chants in English, we tend to kind of dream and drift away. When you do it in Sanskrit, the sacred language has incredible morphogenic fields with it. And remember, we are vibrations. When you chant it, you tap into that field and you become the living Buddha, the realized self at each and every moment. And your cells remember everything. You store, I think, the whole memory of the universe in your cells, or they have proved at least 12 generations back. And that's a lot of people or souls. Okay, so you can just chant it 7 times in the morning, or you can chant it all day long. This will help you trust in who you are, and this will help you really focus and, like dharana, sharpen your thoughts, your knowing, your remembrance, and staying present with that. Okay, it will help you remember and trust in your own true self. Okay, and get rid of distractions of thoughts, people, places, and things. Tune into the sound of your own divine heart, mind. Okay, each word or syllable in this mantra could be a book. Okay, so I'm going to do very, very brief explanation. The first sound is the sacred sound of Om. Om is approximation of the divine God mind, the divine love that we can hear as we are chanting, or I can hear it even here in the wind of the Himalayas. You can hear it between the pillars and the Gaza plateau in Egypt. And when you go to the temples, the winds that go through these hieroglyphs is a transmission. So when you go there, I hope that you will join me in January 14th to go there and have this transmission as well. Just as in the Tibetan flags, the prayers of the colors of the element blow in the wind, that is the transmission through the ether. You are mostly space, ether, nothingness, 0 point, Makali, this beautiful, potent nothingness that lays in between your little wave waves of light that creates the memory of your physical illusion, your avatar body. Okay, so Om is, of course, the first chant. We start with Om, Om, okay? And then we go to Ah. This is the throat chakra, right? And it's through the spoken word that we manifest. It is through the thought, spoken word, where we create. They even have a Tibetan dream yoga where you can dream yourself into awakening. Okay? Hung, hung, powerful, hung, hung, awakens your heart center. And it also brings in the God realization into this physical body avatar, because this is our purpose here, to bring in the cosmic star information, the consciousness of the stars through our bodies and into Earth, and from Earth up through the body and back up. We are that. We are. Okay, so hung, very powerful embodying mantra that settles it into you, into your cells, into your vibration. And then we have Vajra Guru. Vajra is the indestructible awareness. So you want to have that Vajra. You want to be aware and not reverting back. When you start to do spiritual practices, there's going to be a lot of cleansing and ego and pain and don't know, confusion. But you want the Vajra energy, that indestructible awareness. It is called the knowingness. It is the Kalima of the blackness in the universe, in the sky at night, filled with the brilliance of the stars that are beautifully arranged in such a divine pattern that we think that they're just all over the place. No, there's a sacred geometry in everything. And even they have proven even our thoughts. When we think thoughts, you can look at the little neurotransmitters in your brain, and they're actually octahedrons, okay, double tetrahedrons moving around. So we are this beautiful dance, this web. It can feels like a plasmic energy of intelligence, but it's actually sparkles of little sacred geometry. That's who we are. That's what I've seen. And everything that I'm saying, of course, is my interpretation. It is, you have to go in your heart and your gut and your knowing to see if you resonate with this. And if you do, you can learn from it and become it in your own unique way. Okay, remember that. Nobody does anything, but I can offer this as I have understood it in my awareness at this moment in time now, and that can change a million times by now. But at this time, this is how it is for me. This emptiness, this vastness of indestructible awareness, it's called the shunyata. This is the complete unattachment to all construct, all ideas, and all thoughts. So you can see here that is the emptiness and the full indestructible awareness plus together, which is like the opposite together, the shunyata, the complete unattachment to it, to the construct, to the thoughts, and to the idea. So it's both in one. It's kind of like an elixir that really pulls you in to this vortex of God, self, reality. Okay, and then guru is the teacher, and you are your own teacher in your heart. Okay, so Vajra Guru is this omnipresent God awareness that is always aware of everything, like your soul, the one who's seeing yourself. And when we wake up in the morning, you can say, show me something that I didn't know today so I can experience more. Okay, and that I will be able to actually notice it when it's shown to me. This is the teaching. Okay, and you can say, teach me, show me what I don't know in every situation, in every moment. This is the guru in you. You ask it to awaken you from the inside, outside, from every possible angle, and your whole beingness will hold you in this beautiful light. And then the next one is Padma. Padma is the Divine Mother. Padma is the lotus flower. And when you walk around, you can even sit and hold yourself in a beautiful pink Padma, beautiful lotus, the Divine Mother who gave you this body, who holds the birth and the destruction of the earth, water, fire, air, and space, the energies that allows for you the blessing to have a body, avatar, and being a beautiful soul on this earth. Padma. Siddhi is, of course, the full realization. I am that I am. You have all your gifts. The siddhis can also be spiritual gifts. And remember, Padmasambave worked with the siddhis, the gifts of the highest good. And also, if you look at the Rosicrucians, they teach whenever you have a realization, you share it. Like I'm sharing this for you today, because then you don't get stuck in your ego and think that you're above anyone. We are not. We're all here. Everybody, come along. Let's wake up this world so that we can all live in peace and beauty and be realized. Okay, the Divine Feminine is very powerful here at the Himalayas. When I had my little healing and my realization yesterday, the mountain of Himalaya blessed me, and she came and just took out my patterns. Okay. Hung. Yes, I am that I am. I'm manifesting it and I'm putting it in my awareness now. Brings it back into us, okay? Into the body, into the eternal now. The body, it means like it's done, so it is. I am now the presence of the living guru now, in this moment, in my body now. This is whatever it is that we are becoming at this moment, okay? And one thing that I also love that Peter Montesta is teaching, and he's saying, I am a white fire being from the heart of the great central sun. That is this English kind of a version, but I love to add to that, since it's my interpretation, I say I am the white fire diamond being in this physical avatar. And I've been teaching so much about the elementals and about the elemental awakening into this crystalline, powerful body. So this was kind of a long video, but I hope that you will understand this potency and the fact that when I was here, our guide hired another guide, and it so happened to take me to these beautiful Padmasambhava temples, 2 of them, and then also to these magnificent, ancient, powerful trees that gave me this remembrance and blessing. Why? Because I asked, show me something that I haven't seen today. Okay? And then we chant Om Ah Hung VAJRA Guru Padma Siddhi Hung. Om Ah Hung VAJRA Guru Padma Siddhi Hung. Om Ah Hung VAJRA Guru Padma Siddhi Hung. Come with me and let's do the last 4. Om Ah Hung VAJRA Guru Padma Siddhi Hung. Om Ah Hung VAJRA Guru Padma Siddhi Hung. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Thank you, beautiful one, and enjoy this transmission. This is the divine sound. Okay? Hope this volume worked on the video. Thank you, my sweets. Bye. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm going to end it here.